Today I'm going to be getting this mare ready to wear a bridle. And to start with, I'm going to show you all the pieces that go into getting her ready to put a bridle on. She's generally sort of defensive about having her head handled. So the first thing that I'm going to do is just get to where she can feel good about having her muzzle touched, her head brought toward me, her head lowered, and being able to put my hands on her head in the places where I'm going to need them to be for the bridle. So that would be her ears, her muzzle, or her lips. And you can see that she's not that comfortable with it. So my left hand is just gently propped over her nose. And that's not to pull, but it's just to gently hold and help assist her to bring her nose around to me. When she softens her nose to me, that's when I'm going to lighten up the feel in my left hand. So I'm just making sure that I can touch her lips because I've got to put my hand in her mouth to get the bit in. I want to be able to direct her head toward me. And that's getting a little softer. I want to be able to touch over her, between her ears, because that's where I'm going to put the bridle. This is the position that I'm going to want to put the bridle in. So it's important to note that there's no pull or hold in my fingers. I'm just gently guiding her head around. Now to get ready to prepare her for wearing the bit, I've just looped this lead rope through the halter to sort of simulate the bit. And I've got to be able to bring it right up to where her lips are. And I like to use the halter first, the lead rope first, because if she bangs her teeth around, it's not going to have a piece of metal that hits her teeth. It's not going to be uncomfortable and cause her any undue fear. So she can just sort of play around with that feeling and get comfortable with it. So you can see that I just took the lead rope and now I'm simulating the bridle going up over her ears, all these things that she's going to have to get used to. And bringing the lead rope through the halter and looping it down and around her muzzle. Taking her nose toward me. I want her to start to think about being able to soften her head toward me and relax her mouth. She's still just a little defensive, but she's getting a little more relaxed. Ideally, I'd want her to bridle in a little lower position. But to start with, we'll see what makes her feel the most comfortable. If there's any pull or push in my hands, she's going to feel defensive and pull away. So I'm just teaching her how to soften and how to feel good about each of these little pieces. She's starting to get a little more relaxed, not so bothered about me touching her muzzle. She's starting to feel that she can take that lead rope up in her mouth. She's not so worried about me handling her head. She's still a little bothered about it, but it's getting better. I want her to really understand all of these individual pieces before I go to put the bridle on. And there, it was nice and soft. So now I'm going to go ahead and take a look at putting the bridle on for the first time. And hopefully, because of the preparation we've put in, it goes pretty smoothly. I'm leaving her halter on just to help for the first few times. Bringing the headstall up, putting the bit under her chin. She reaches for the bit nice and soft. I'm just going to stick her ears through nice and gently without folding them forward. And that really wasn't too bad for a first bridling.